Hello, dear students. This is Sushma Singh from Booster Classes, and I welcome you all to today's session, wherein we are going to do the comprehensive study of yet another prose part from First Flight book of Standard 10 CBSE. The title of this famous story is The Hundred Dresses, composed by a renowned American author, BSOR ESTER, who is known for her children's story. Believe me, students, you all will be greatly benefited. So watch the video till the end and make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. In this module, I'm going to give you the core of this short story in an extremely coherent and lucid manner so that you can apprehend with ease the setting of the story, its plot, climax, theme, character traits, as well as there will be comprehension check at the end. Before moving on to the storyline, let me give you the overview of this emotional story. The lesson, The Hundred Dresses Part 1, reminds us that childhood bullying is not a new phenomenon and that those who seem different can become easy targets in classrooms. So this story is about a group of girls who tease and torment one of their classmates, a poor Polish girl named Wanda Petronsky, who claims to have 100 dresses. Her classmates make fun of her because what she claims is in total contradiction to the fact that she is always seen wearing the same blue improper dress. Her classmates even find her name to be funny. It is because everyone has easier name than Wanda Petronsky. Rather than telling the story from Wanda's point of view, the author focuses on Maddie, one of her classmates. Consequently, the readers see the effect of bullying on those who are involved in it. Well, now with the help of a story map, I shall make you comprehend the storyline of this emotional story. We all know that every story has five important elements like setting, plot, climax, characters, and theme. Now, one by one, we shall discuss all these elements. So, first and foremost, let's take a look at the setting of this interesting story. Setting is actually the time and place a story takes place, and this particular story opens up on Monday when Wanda Petronsky was missing from her seat in classroom. Wanda used to sit in the seat next to the last seat, in the last row in room 13, with students whom the teachers as well as front row students presumed to be unintelligent. Her absence hardly affected the ambience of the classroom because usually nobody paid any attention to Wanda because she was not liked by other children and her classmates. She was silent and alone all the time. Her dust-laden feet gave an idea that Boggins Heights, where Wanda lived, was not a posh area. So Wanda sat isolated because she was ashamed of her mud covered feet and in order to avoid being laughed at by her classmates. Proceeding further, we shall now comprehend the plot of the story, which is nothing but the series of events that make up a story. And the first event of the plot of the story is when Peggy and Maddie notice Wanda's absence. The fact that Wanda was not present on Tuesday as well got unnoticed because the students thought of Wanda only outside the school hours to have fun with her. But it was on Wednesday when Maddie and Peggy noticed her absence. It was when they waited before school to make fun of her and get pleasure out of it, but instead both of them ended up getting late for the school because Wanda didn't turn up that day as well. Maddie was secretly happy that she did not have to be part of the embarrassing dresses game for one more days. Now, as the story progresses, we shall now talk about the rising action, that is, why students made fun of Wanda and why Wanda was seen as different by others, students or her classmates. Wanda was a Polish girl who had emigrated to America. Her classmates used to see Wanda as a strange creature who was entirely different and inferior to them. Her name was weird and funny for them. She was usually seen wearing a faded blue dress, the same blue dress every day that did not fit her properly. Though it was clean, but it used to look unironed. This shows that Wanda belonged to a poor family who could not afford too many dresses, and it also branded her as a social outcast. Ironically, a lot of people talked to her, but she did not have any friends because all of them talked to her just in order to make fun of her. When she used to watch little girls play in the ground, it was at that time other students as well as her classmates surrounded her and made fun of her poverty. They treated her badly and even belittled her. Peggy, feigning or pretending courteousness while also nudging Wanda, asked her how many dresses she had. Wanda replied that she had 100. Now, this strange answer made them laugh, made every other student laugh at Wanda. No one was sure as why she lied because everybody knew that she used to wear only one faded blue dress. It was Peggy's idea to embarrass her like that, though she had no intentions of hurting her, but she was curious to know about her dresses. Next, we shall come to know how Wanda felt about the dress game. It was difficult to guess because Wanda did not show any feelings regarding the dress game. It was most likely that she was deeply hurt and felt embarrassed and insulted, no doubt. Their jokes, Petty and Maddie's joke and laughter further increased her pain. But to counter their fun, as well as to hide her inferiority complex and impress the other girls, Wanda always claimed that she had 100 dresses. Moving on to the plot, here we shall know the reason why Maddie stopped Peggy in teasing Wanda and why she did not do anything to stop Peggy. But as a matter of fact, Maddie did not feel comfortable teasing Wanda, and when Peggy used to ask Wanda those questions regarding 100 dresses, she would silently count the marbles in her hand, pretending to play with them because Maddie's own poverty actually stopped her from defending Wanda. She hesitated in expressing her true feelings because she really feared that she herself would become a target of abuse if people found out that Maddie wore Peggy's old dresses. She felt uncomfortable not because she cared about Wanda, but she feared Peggy's comment if she spoke in favor of Wanda. Maddie wanted to write a note to Peggy, wishing her to convey that Peggy should not tease and mock Wanda in such an insulting manner. However, fearing annoying and losing her best friend, she decided to tear the note and believed that Peggy would not do anything that was really wrong because she was a nice girl after all deep inside. Now, Maddie's this adoration of Peggy also led her believe that Peggy would be the obvious winner of the drawing competition because she was very efficient and the best artist in the class because she could copy a picture even in a magazine. Here, students, now we have come to the turning point of the story. I mean the climax when the winners were announced. The day when the results were to be declared, it was raining lightly, and thus the two best friends, Peggy and Maddie, ran quickly to school without waiting for Wanda because the day was really crucial for them. And Miss Mason very proudly announced that Wanda Petronsky was the winner of the competition, drawing competition amongst girls, and Jack Beggles had won for the boy. This was a very unexpected result. Now, finally, we have come to the falling action of the plot. That is, we will come to know here about the reactions of other. Teacher appreciated Wanda and was very impressed at her creativity because she had painted 100 paintings which were in wide range of variety. The amazing and flawless collection left everyone in awe, and they all were happy and burst into applause. Unfortunately, Wanda was not present to hear the applause that was really due to her. Even Peggy and Maddie were also astonished and recognized the designs as those were the same 100 dresses Wanda used to talk about every day. They discovered that Wanda was really a talented artist. Even Peggy, who thought of herself to be the best artist, accepted that Wanda's drawings were amazing. Thus, the truth about the 100 dresses unveiled on the result day of the drawing competition, which was held in the school, Peggy and Maddie realized the theory of the 100 dresses and felt incredibly guilty about treating her friend, her classmate, in such an insulting manner. Ultimately, Wanda's kind heart and drawing skills prove to the class that her poverty does not indicate that she is any less worthy of praise and acceptance. Now, let's take a look at the character traits of the main characters who we are already introduced to. Wanda, the protagonist, was a Polish girl who was from a poor family. She was a simple, quiet, and shy girl with a great imaginative power. Wanda had a tremendous capacity for forgiveness and extending friendship even to her tormentors, Peggy and Maddie. Now, Peggy was the most popular girl in school who was very confident and talented, although she was the instigator of this teasing game. She was not really a mean girl because she could not tolerate cruelty towards small children and animals. This teasing game was really or indeed her thoughtless act, we can say. What we can say. Maddie was Peggy's best friend. She was to some extent coward, but she was also very sensitive and kind-hearted girl. She was very guilt ridden. And regarding Miss Mason, we can say that she was a teacher of room 13. She was in charge of all the activities to be held in the school. She felt really proud to announce Wanda's name as the winner of the drawing competition. This shows that she was really an understanding teacher. Now, considering the theme of this emotional story, we can say that bullying the weak and vulnerable is the most prominent theme of the story because it depicts that bullying make one insensitive to the victim's feeling. It also suggests to resist bullies as it is very cruel. The other major themes of the story are of poverty, discrimination, forgiveness, and remorse. What the story conveys, a very strong message that we should learn to accept and appreciate what we have in life. I hope I was able to make you comprehend the storyline of this profound and wonderful story. The title, The Hundred Dresses, is perfectly a befitting one for this emotional story because it refers to the 100 dresses that Wanda had created sketches of elegant 100 dresses, due to which she even won the drawing contest. If she had the fabric, she would surely have made 100 real dresses, and that's the reason she called them dresses, not designs. On the result day, Wanda truly only had 100 dresses and all lined up, not in her wardrobe but in the classroom. They were the same 100 dresses she used to talk about because they all existed in her imagination. Now all of them were immensely beautiful dresses, and now every query about Wanda having 100 dresses was clear. Thus, in a way, the 100 dresses were not just that, but also points the many ways in which Wanda proved to be superior to her tormentors and left everyone spellbound at her talent. I'm pretty sure that you all must have got the in-depth explanation of this chapter. So here are a few important questions from the chapter for your comprehension check. Taking help from the explanation which I had just given to you, try to solve these questions and deepen your understanding. Keep watching to get the detailed analysis of other chapters too. Thank you.